What is going on, boys and girls? Welcome back to another video. So I thought it's about time we start making more videos, more content, more toy dealer life stuff, I guess, if you want to call it that. So the plan is to show you stuff, what it's like being a vintage toy dealer from the day in, the day out. And that's not just in this video. This is going to be progression over multiple videos. We're going to show you a lot more stock because I only ever do the odd little bit of videos here and there. I'm going to show you chasing stock, getting the collections, going to toy fairs, simple things down to the postage runs, how I run my business, that sort of thing. So yeah, stick with me. So like always, I'm an early riser. I feel like I get so much more done earlier in the morning compared to later in the afternoon. Plus, it gives a pretty good work balance then, back and forth between it all. But anyway, what I do first is this. See, I'm one of those, unless I'm going up and down the country stock picking, I'm in the gym near enough every morning, 5 days a week. I like working out. Anyway, besides the point. What you can see here is the first postage sack of the day. So everything inside this sack is UK first signposts and special deliveries. This will always be my 9 AM drop. Also, it kind of helps the post office out rather than like inundating them with loads of stuff because they're busy anyway, especially on a Monday morning. So I use a drop and go service, which means all of these are prepaid and I can literally just walk in, drop the sack off and leave. Helps them out massively. You might notice my little caddy. Now this, I got a love affair with this van. Love affair with this van, you might say. Yeah, let me tell you a little bit about it. So this right here is Felicia. So this is just as big part of Jordan's vintage world as what I am. This thing goes all over the UK with me. I'm talking all around Wales, England, Cornwall, Scotland, everywhere. Because you think stock, you know, it's not just in one place. The amount of places that I go, sort of covering about, I don't know, 30,000 miles a year on average, just in this picking up the stock. But let's feast your eyes on there, right? Because if you're into vans, or cars like I am, I'm going to show you this. So this little caddy is a 2-litre diesel. It's lowered on some BC Racing coilovers. Not ridiculously low though, because I still got to put stock in it. We've got some genuine BBS wheels. And yes, the engine is remapped. So gets me around the country very quick. Almost running 200 horsepower, which isn't bad for a little van. But I can tell you what, I rock up some places. They've all got the big new fancy vans. This van keeps me grounded. And I love it. There's something about a little caddy. They're the best vans out there. And I can tell you what, summertime, I've got no air conditioning in this van either. It gets very, very warm, let me tell you. But yeah, you tell me if you're enjoying, right, this type of video. And I'll be honest with you, it's going to take me a few times to work out the politics because I haven't done this sort of video, well, since the lockdown era, really, when I was doing daily videos for over 3 months straight, which when I think back at that, that was an achievement, but mind-blowing also. But yeah, I just plan on bringing you like day-to-day life of a vintage toy dealer. Now, videos aren't going to be every day, but they're going to be a lot more than what they currently are. Because I want to show you like what it's like going to buy stuff. Because sometimes I'm out like 10 hours going to collect this stock, which is crazy. But I'm not moaning. I love it. I think it's brilliant. Obviously, I can't show you some of my regular sources that I do go and buy from. Because at the end of the day, the toy world is full of vultures, and that pains me to say it, but it really, really does. I understand everyone's out for their own to make that bread, make that money, but it does get crazy out there. So I can't show you that for obvious reasons, but I can show you the go in there and the buy in without the middle bit, if you know where I'm coming from. But I plan on doing more of like the on the table, the stock videos, showing you things more in depth, but also not even just showing you just the mint box fancy stuff, because at the end of the day, you get a lot of loose stuff as well. I call it the bread and butter stuff, the stuff that sells every single day, because not everyone has money for a mint box model. And I think that's one of the things I've always done from the start, is provide something for every collection or every budget. So we're going to do some of that. I'm also going to show you some auctions. Now, this is going to get interesting. Let me just switch my arm over. It's getting achy in here. But auctions. I haven't bought off from auctions. It must be about 7-8 years. Simply because we've got the online buyers free if you don't actually go there, the premiums and everything else. And I can tell you what, time you work out auction fees, there's no money to be made in it. I can share a story with you. I think it was an auction house near Taunton. This was about 7-8 years ago. I bought a load of stuff, load of Corgi, load of Dinky. Got very, very excited about it until I actually went and picked it up, and it was over £2,500 extra just in buyer's premium stuff, which is crazy. I understand everyone's got to make money, but for me, that's the profit gone. which is a shame. But I think we might do a couple of auction houses just to give you a bit of an insight, just to show you exactly what it is like, what you can expect. Because I just want to share the journey with you. I've been doing this for 14 years now, and I know I'm still a lot younger than many people, but I feel like I've got a good bit of knowledge and experience, and I just want to share that with some of you as well. Try and share the do's and the don'ts, give my opinions of like models, where I think they're going to be, price-wise, what's dropped, what's hot. Give you the day-to-day basis of running the toy business. Now, not every day, but a lot more than what they already are in there. And I will also say, this is by a suggestion by a few of you, so thank you. I have set up a membership on this YouTube channel as well. If you want to support me, you haven't got to, you know, that's no problem at all. Just you watching this video, it is more than enough for me. But if you want to, there's a membership feature. You can join this channel, or you can buy me a cup of coffee. People have suggested it for years. I've never actually done it, but I thought, you know what? Let's offer the option just in case you do. And big love and appreciation if you do. But anyway, let's go on to the post office. So here we go. You join me at the post office. I got cars either side of me looking at me thinking, what's he doing here then? But the reason for doing the postage the way I do it, because I got a thing on the shop where up until 2 p.m. things get posted out the same day. So send the first parcels out, the UK stuff, first thing in the morning. Then round about 2:15, all the internationals go out. And then all the stuff that's sold in the UK that day also, which means you're getting your parcels the very next day or the day after at the very latest. That's the way I've always operated it. It's all about providing the service you could never find. And there we go. Just to give you a bit of a look, this is where I go. Morrison's Daily, post office in there. Got to shout out the Brackler Triangle. So there we go. Just to give you a little bit of an insight of what I'm working on today are these fantastic Japanese die-cast cards. There's some very rare models here. There's some stuff that you really, really do not see and you do not find. This is actually going to be in a separate video, so keep your eyes out for that. It's probably going to drop the day after this one. But yeah, these awesome. Now, I'm not kidding you when I say these are epic. You think Corgi and Dinky have detail? These are something else. I got a little Mazda in my hand at the minute. Detail and the weight on some of these as well, phenomenal. But yeah, you should definitely go and check this video out of these Japanese die-casts. Gonna be incredible. But yeah, give you a little bit of an insight about it then. So I've been doing Jones Vintage World officially for 14 years. In those 14 years, I've been running it from my mum and dad's house, which basically means I come here at ridiculous times in the morning, wake them up to start work. Not always though, but a lot of the time. So I keep all the stock here because it's very easy. In Bridgend, this is where the post office is. It's close to the motorway. It's ideal for that sort of stuff. So yeah, they're very, very accommodating. We'll share more stories about that. Me and my dad at some point during these videos, because I like to get him involved as much as I can with it. But yeah, I just wanted to just give you a little bit more of an insight, show you some of these, and literally say that I'm living the dream job. Actually, that was quite cheesy, wasn't it? So, boys and girls, let's show you a little bit more about what's going on. I'm currently listing some things onto the eBay store. This is just a small couple of examples that I've brought out. As I've said, something for every budget, and being the Volkswagen man that I am, I've got to show you the Beetle. But this is sort of some of the stuff you don't normally see, the behind the scenes, if you like. So I use a program called Adobe Lightroom, which works out brilliant for me. I shouldn't be giving my secrets away, really, should I? But the best thing is, you know, I've played with the exposure a little bit, got the contrast, because it's all about being as accurate as you can be, if you know where I'm coming from. Because at the end of the day, no one wants to buy something that's misled or poor pictures. You've got to make sure your listings stand out there. So I will do that. I'll go the extra mile, I'll edit, I'll crop them, just to make sure all the photos are how they should be. And then once I've done that, I will literally go through, we'll export it, goes into the album that we're doing. I'm going to take off the watermarks. I've been doing some of my photography work, because I do that on my Journeyman channel. And then, yeah, literally, I'll go through and I will do my listings. But yeah, Jones Vintage World, there we go. Also, this week, there's a 15% off coupon as well. So if you put that in at the checkout, let's just show you this for argument's sake. If we ping on there, pop that in at the checkout, it will give you 15% off. And you can get the prices underneath about what it would be. So there we go. That's a little bit of a snippet of what's going on here today with me. Of course, there's so much more going on, but I haven't quite figured out yet what you want to see and what you don't want to see. Drop it in the comments below. Share it with me. And then that's always good to know, because I can add that in. Because what might seem normal, not mundane, that's the wrong word to use. What is like my normal routine, the day to day, might be completely different for someone that doesn't do what I do. But I'm very, very blessed, and I appreciate everyone that has watched this video. I appreciate the 14 years of support and every single person that has purchased a model off me. Honestly, it means more than the world. It really, really does. But yeah, I'm going to do a lot more of these videos, so stay tuned. It's going to be this style of stuff, opening, unboxing new stock, because as well as driving all over the country, I get stuff sent to me in bulk. A lot of friends, a lot of dealers that I do stuff with. So I'm going to be sharing those sorts of videos, the toy fairs, and just a little bit of everything. I've got some very, very exciting stuff as well, which will be happening very, very soon, but I can't share too much about it. Let's just say I'm not going to be the one doing the filming, and it might be a little bit more of a production team is all I'm going to say. So stay tuned for that, but I got to keep hush for the time being. But yeah, thank you very much, and I'm just excited to share this journey with you. And I said it's about time that I start doing this sort of stuff, because I see other people do things, and when I say to someone, "Oh, I'm a vintage toy dealer," they're like, "What? How, you know, that sort of thing." So we're going to be doing that. And yeah, boys and girls, I'm just, honestly, I know I said it, I'm very, very excited to be sharing this journey with you, and just stay tuned. But until next time, boosh! Yeah, this is the official ending. See you all soon. Bye-bye.